Hello everyone, welcome all. We'll be starting in 5 minutes. Let's wait for others to join. Yeah, hello everyone. Very good evening. Welcome to our Tunnel Study Jam. It's fantastic to see so many people over here. So let's begin with the first question. Why and who do we use MS Team for? Into the world of algorithms. Your perspective is valuable to us. Today, we are diving deep into the intro of machine learning and Python. And before this, as a host, my goal is to create an environment where everyone feels safe, comfortable asking questions, sharing their own insights, and collaborating. So let's set a few ground rules that should be kept in mind. First one, questions are golden. Don't hesitate to ask anything, no matter how simple or complex it might seem. We're all learners, everyone is at a different stage, and that's perfectly okay. Let's support each other's growth. Second one, collaboration is key. Learning together is often more effective than learning alone. Let's share ideas and build on each other's knowledge. I'm excited to see what we can accomplish together. Let's make the most of this opportunity to expand our ML knowledge. To kick things off, first I'd like to know your thoughts. What do you hope from this session? What are your expectations? Please drop them down in the chat box. Maths behind the ML algorithms. Okay. Any other expectations, certifications, and projects? Cool. So, without wasting any further time, let's get started. I'd like to introduce to the ML Study Jam facilitator, who's also the co-organizer of TensorFlow User Group Hyderabad. Please welcome Moinuddin.
Hello. Yeah, I think I'm audible. Can you hear me, Sarib Rakesh? Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
All right, cool. So, I think we are something around 97. How about we wait for another 5 minutes till we hit something around 100? So, guys, yeah, I'll again put the link in the chat as well, so you can spread it across. Let's wait until we hit the mark. Also, guys, you need not worry about registrations and stuff like filling the Google form and all. You guys need not worry about it. It is open for all. If your friends want to join, ask them directly to join from our YouTube channel or from this link. It is open for all completely. Like, there is no restriction. So please make sure all of you are there, even till the end of the boot sorry, I mean, the study jam, not the boot camp, sorry. um, let's say if today there are around 100 to 150 people joining, I also want to see that level of enthusiasm even on the last day. So if you have any doubts, there are a lot of questions you guys are asking. Somebody's asking the actual knowledge of um, how software industry works, etc., etc., and also something about certifications, um, then again about projects. You need not worry, guys. Every of your question will be answered in a very detailed way, so you need not worry. I'll make sure I put light on almost every single topic that you're looking for. Also, is there any glitch in my voice, Rakesh, or someone? Can you give me a heads up about it?
Yeah, it
Is it?
is very clear.
Yeah, it's clear enough, right? Okay, cool. Yep, we have reached 100. It's really, really good to see that. So let's do one thing. Let's start it off. So meanwhile, if anyone else wants to join, yep, they can join along this thing. Also, you guys will be given recorded. What do we say? Recordings of this, basically all the sessions. So you need not worry about that as well. That is taken care of. So you need not worry about recordings or resources. You need not worry about it. Also, guys, before we start, how many of you have knowledge about machine learning already and have written at least some lines of code in Python or something, can you guys like feel free to drop your thoughts in the chat. Also, please make sure they are respectful. Anybody who has prior knowledge of any of machine learning, or if you have worked in Python, you can just drop a thumbs up or a yes or something. Okay, I can see a couple of comments. Cool. So guys, this study jam is meant for everyone, everyone in the sense everyone, even on the beginner level. So we'll be starting everything from scratch. I'll tell you how we'll go through. Just a minute. Okay, so yep, a lot of people are saying yes, and a lot of people are saying Python. So that's really good to see that you guys have basic knowledge of this. But here we need only one prerequisite, that is at least having oops knowledge, that is object oriented programming, so that further you get to what do we say, um, we will give you some assessments, you will be able to do them in a very easy way. And if you don't even have oops knowledge, that is also totally fine. We'll give you what do we say, short sort of videos to watch on Kaggle itself. On watching them itself, you will be able to get a certificate. So this is something like what do we say, a tutor driven online study. Got it? So without wasting any time, let's start off. So guys, basically, what is a study jam? uh, any of you have been in any study jam before? What exactly it is, how it is done? Anybody knows it? Anyone who has previously been in a study jam, like there are cloud study jams, there are mobile study jams as well. This is a machine learning study jam. So anybody has guys, drop down a thumbs up if you have attended a study jam before. Drop down a thumbs up in the chat. Okay, I see a couple of yes and a couple of no. So, considering that, let's move forward. Let me tell you what a study jam is. Basically, it is what do we say, a community driven event where we will give you resources from our end, and it is absolutely for free, which includes hands on tutoring like this, tech talks every week, and of course, further, we can also have group discussions. And all of this together, we can use this time and use this all the organized effort that we are putting to learn machine learning. So that is the aim of a study jam. It spans for 30 days straight, starting from any day of the month till that very date of the next month. So basically making it 4 weeks. So keeping in mind, a lot of you are what do we say, professionals and students, so you have a very busy weekly schedule and also a weekend schedule as well. So we have made it pretty easy for you guys. I'll also share the agenda of this. So this is how it looks like. Just a minute, we've designed it pretty good for you. So we are starting from 17th of August, that is today. So you will be having 2 sessions per week, that is over the weekend. So today is session number 1, tomorrow session number 2. Now the weekdays part is to practice and to give the what do we say, assessments which we give a try, and see how you guys can get down with it. So that is what you guys do in the weekdays, and in weekends you get to come to us, learn stuff. And we'll also have a very nice extensive AMA is nothing but ask me anything, basically solving session, where all of your doubts can be solved. That is one thing, and it will last till the 8th of September. Some person is asking how many weeks. It is for 4 weeks, my dear. um I'll also share the detailed agenda. Just a minute, let me present that slide. Okay, so yep, this is another important thing to keep in mind. I think a lot of you also have seen this very slide in the WhatsApp chat as well. So every day, every single day, um, we will start the session at 6 p.m. sharp, 6 to 7. So keeping in mind your schedules, keeping in mind what do we say, your daily activities and all, we felt like 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. is a very apt time to do that, to over a weekend on a Saturday and a Sunday. So how much time per session? Another doubt. 1 to 2 hours depending on the topic. So today's will be only for an hour at we started at 6:15, around something like that. At sharp 7:15 we'll close. After 7:15 we'll open the house for questions. So okay, another question: will the AMA be held on Zoom or online? Here itself. Here itself. So we'll wait for others to leave. Whoever does not have doubts, at the end they will leave. Others will stay here. Some person is asking certificate. Also, yeah, another thing I wanted to discuss is in WhatsApp community. Also, guys, if you did not join WhatsApp community, please uh, join that. We'll be having group discussions on Google Meet, not on YouTube Live, where we will talk to each other. There also you can ask questions and get solved. And if you want to make any project as well, there is a group called as Project Collaboration. Even there we'll be having Google Meets, not YouTube Live. YouTube Live is only for tutoring and tech talks. Today I'm teaching what do we say, introduction to machine learning study jam and machine learning itself. So um this is on YouTube Live. Later on we will take it on Google Meet for group discussions and for project collaborations, anything further. And somebody's asking for certificate. Guys, certifications, just like I told, you will be given assessments which will be on Kaggle. I'll give you a very nice walkthrough on everything, I'll tell you. So let me continue with the just a minute. Is the session will be there uploaded after this live? Yes, definitely. You'll be having a recording of the session on our YouTube channel. Of course, it will be uploaded live, but I suggest you guys to watch it live every single day, so that you could that's a whole another different experience. And um, you guys could also solve your doubts over here. So you can directly be in contact with me, be in the chat and get your answers solved, and also that'll be better. I suggest to stay in the live and watch it every day instead of just being uh, just going through the recording and all. Okay, cool. So let's do one thing, guys. Let's go ahead and I'll take all the questions at the last. How about that? Cool, right? I'll take all of the all of the questions at the last. And let me again repeat what I was presenting over here. um 7 we started from 17th of August, and every weekend we'll start at 6 p.m. sharp on YouTube Live. Every not every day, on every Saturday and Sunday we'll start at 6 p.m. sharp on YouTube Live. And this just a minute, let me reload this. I think it did not get updated yet. Yep, now it got updated, I think so. Yeah, this will be the agenda for the coming 4 week machine learning study jam, which will start from August 17th till September 8th. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of it or maybe note it down, I'll keep it there for a while. And also I will share this very thing in the WhatsApp community as well. um, all of your questions will be answered at the last, guys, don't worry. I'll just keep it here for a while. So also I'll give you a gist of it. What all will you learn and till what end will it go? So first will be intro to ML study jams and machine learning. Today you'll be starting with ML. Uh, what is it? The theoretical part. Tomorrow we'll start with the practical part. We'll give you an intro to pandas. Here itself, in the intro to pandas, we'll also give intro to Python. Just a minute. Oops. Intro to Python and pandas. So if you guys don't know what Python is, how programming language is uh, uh, used, etc., etc., you can get your doubts solved there. So we'll give a Python primer. We won't go in depths of it. We won't go till the very advanced level. It's not needed. Oops concepts are enough. Till you write classes and functions, till there it is more than enough. So pandas is basically used for multiple stuff. What is it, how is it, we'll learn it there, and then we'll give you assessments through Kaggle, and also a few resources on Kaggle itself, which will help you to learn better. So that is one thing. And moving ahead, we have intermediate machine learning. So here you will have supervised, unsupervised, both. In this, what do we say, 2 hours, the first hour we'll focus on supervised machine learning, how it is done, and then the second hour will be focused on unsupervised, how it is done. So we'll take one example each, and then teach how it is done. So after that, we'll give you a set of tasks, so that you guys can go home, try it, and later on we can discuss it in any AMA or anything. Also, group discussions, just like I said, will be held in Google Meet, so we can discuss it in WhatsApp chat as well. There is a group called as general discussion. If the viewers, you guys have not joined the WhatsApp community, please do join. People who have the link to the WhatsApp group, you can share it to the people who don't have. Also, if you guys have not registered yet, please do. And also, at the end of this presentation, I'll share you the QR code as well. If your friends did not register yet, I'll you guys can register still. No worries if you join in between, you guys can still cope up by watching the recordings of the prior day. So that is one thing. Moving ahead, we have some really interesting topics which are starting from week 3. So week 2, so yeah, week 3 we have deep learning and computer vision. So after completing the supervised and unsupervised part of it, we'll venture into deep learning. So this is all, what do we say, um, basic knowledge of everything, which later we'll use and to discuss how advanced projects are made with this basic knowledge. All right, so that everybody, every single person can be catered, and every single person can learn from scratch. So keeping in mind, there are very beginners who don't even know what machine learning is, who have never written their first lines of code. So keeping them in mind, this is designed. And then after deep learning and computer vision, there is a very important um, topic, time series. Why we have particularly chosen this is because time series is used almost everywhere. So week 4 we'll start with time series, and then introduction to AI ethics. So till here you guys will be on a very good understanding of intermediate machine learning. This whole thing is track 1, which will last for 4 weeks. Then we will have another study jam after a couple of months, maybe, I'm not sure, we didn't plan that yet, where we learn from machine learning books, which will be much more advanced. That won't cover beginner level topics at all. So this is only for beginners, and if you are not also beginners, no worries, you can still join. You can still like uh, have a look on what we are providing over here. That will be like kind of a fun way of learning stuff. So shall we move ahead? You guys can drop a thumbs up. Also, another check, Rakesh, is my voice clear? Did
It
it
is
glitch
clear.
in?
It is
Okay,
clear.
cool, perfect. So yeah, also guys, drop thumbs up in the chat if you guys understood this, or shall we move ahead? If you want to take a screenshot of this, you can, and also this will be shared in the WhatsApp group as well. You need not worry about that. Okay, yeah, people are saying yes, so let me move ahead. Coming up for you is study with Kaggle Learn. So guys, this is what we'll be doing straight for 4 weeks. We will make a Kaggle account, we will explore stuff on that, and we'll see. Just a minute. Okay, cool, you guys are spamming thumbs up. I'm receiving a lot of notifications. That's really good. Thank you so much, guys, for being such interactive. Um, I really look forward to have group discussions with you in AMA sessions and project collaboration sessions and a lot of other sessions. So yeah, Kaggle Learn. So firstly, guys, um, how many of you have a Kaggle account? If you have a Kaggle account, type in the chat box, yes, I am on Kaggle. If you have a Kaggle account, type in the chat, yes, I am on Kaggle. Because all of the study jam will be on Kaggle itself, all the learning resources, and for you guys, certifications will be from Kaggle itself. We don't have that in our hands because I hope most of you were there in the last boot camp as well. We issued that from our side, but nope. This time you got to earn it, not get it. This time you have to write an assessment, crack it, and you will be given a nice certificate from the side of Kaggle itself. Okay, yeah, I can see a lot of people are already there on Kaggle and some are not. So let me give you the link. So, guys, until I give this session, please go make your account on Kaggle. You guys can simply go to yep, I've put the link in the chat. Rakesh, can you please pin it? I think I can do it from here. Start. Yep. Also, it is on the screen. It is kaggle.com. Kaggle, kaggle.com. Please go there. Hit on the register icon and please register yourselves in Kaggle so that every session will be smoothly done. So we will study with something called as Kaggle Learn. Kaggle has its own, what do we say? Just a minute, hold on. Is this pinned? Yeah, I think this is pinned. Rakesh, is the link pinned in the chat? Okay, let me do it. All right, cool. It is pinned in the chat now. You guys can go and check it out. Please go register yourselves. Just like I was saying, Kaggle has a very nice, a complete different section itself for learning stuff. So they have video driven tutorials. They have a lot of resources, a lot of notebooks prepared only for beginners. So we will go through them in the study jam so that we all will sit together, learn, and see how that works out. That is one thing. Also, moving ahead, um, this is going to be our schedule, just like you guys saw in the agenda. This is track 1. Track 2 will be much more advanced. So today we are going for intro to machine learning, and then we'll go for intermediate, then deep learning. At last we'll be exploring AI ethics. So after this, just a minute. Yep, this will be our agenda. So guys, if any of your friends did not yet register for the study jam, here's the QR code. Please take a screenshot of it. I'll leave that here for a couple of minutes, and then we'll dive into introduction to machine learning. So we have exactly roughly around 40 minutes left for that. once you guys are done with this, we'll quickly jump into introduction to machine learning. Also, guys, I would like to ask you a question. How many of you have been into our machine learning boot camp earlier? If you guys have been there, just drop a thumbs up or a yes in the chat, because we'll be learning everything from scratch, and you might find a lot of things that are very, very similar. Okay, I see a lot of new faces. That is really good. So, um, all right, without wasting any time, let us switch to. Whoops. Also, Rakesh, my screen is presenting, right? Rakesh or Sarib, can you guys confirm it?
Yes, it is presented.
Okay, cool. So, yep, there are some stuff that you should not be seeing. Okay, cool. So, yeah, if you guys have been into ML Bootcamp, this is the exact presentation that I made for it. Because, of course, it is theoretical and introduction to machine learning and Python. I won't be taking Python today. I'll be taking Python tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll be having a bit hands on, so that we can explore pandas as well. So, today we'll just do theoretical intro to machine learning. Let's keep it a bit light for today. And for other topics, for other sessions, we'll have much more interactive speakers. I know I'm boring you guys, that's why you're not interacting with me in the chat. So later we'll be having much more different speakers from different corners, who will lead further topics for you guys. So yeah, let's move ahead. So before we start, I have a question. What is machine learning? So this is the textbook description of what is machine learning. Like, it is a subfield of AI which is broadly defined as capability something something, etc., etc. So according to you guys, in your what do we say, in your words, tell me, what do you think ML is? Feel free to drop down whatever you want in the chat. Feel free to um, open up with your ideas. There are no wrong answers. Training the machine, you're a bit close. Subset of AI, yes, that is also a right answer. Feeding data to the machines to teach the machines what to do, yes, 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 a lot of right answers are coming in. Using algorithms to analyze and predict with data, that is one precise answer. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so guys, basically what all you said is right. So we use it is a subset of data science, it is a subset of AI, where we use one algorithm to basically train a machine, and it will give us a determined output. So let me tell you it in a bit easier words. We start with a normal algorithm, which is a set of instructions, um, to which, if we give an input, it gives us a determined output. Very simple, very, very simple. So let's say if we talk about face detection algorithm, uh, There are a lot of algorithms which do that, machine learning algorithms. If we give an input, it gives us an output. So that is what machine learning exactly is, from our perspective, from the perspective of, let's say, engineering perspective or anything else. So that is a basic gist of what machine learning is. We start with a normal algorithm, which is nothing but a set of instructions, a piece of code, to which, if we give an input, it will give us one determined output which we are expecting. So that's it, nothing much. It's not rocket science. So it is very easy to learn that, not like how people say how complicated it is, etc., etc. So let's move ahead. Mm, this is how it works. Also, the classic Apple example. If you guys have been into ML bootcamp, the very very classic Apple example. So as you can see, there are a lot of different images of an apple which we are feeding to an algorithm, which gets processed and becomes a trained model. So basically, it is like telling a kid what is what. So just like training a kid the name of something to speak, or maybe to pronounce something. So we tell a kid a lot of times that this is this, this is this, and later it becomes such capable that it recognizes by itself. So this is how it works. Feed an algorithm, which is basically a set of instructions, a lot of data, make it trained, and then here is one thing, the, what do we say, out of sample data, the uh, input which is given from the user to our trained model, so that our trained model predicts what exactly it is. So if we go back again, um, we an algorithm which is a set of instructions. If we give an input, it will give a determined output. So just like I told, a train model is nothing but a set of instructions, an algorithm to which we give one apple as an input, and it should predict that yes, it is an apple. Now how that is trained? By feeding a lot of data. Also, as you can see, there are a lot of different images of an apple. So it gets processed and then gives us the proper output. So this is like the basic gist of it. Today I'm just giving theory, nothing code. Tomorrow we'll start off with Python. Tomorrow I'll show you a very basic example, and then we'll dive into pandas. Any questions still here, guys? If yes, drop them in the chat. I'll open the house for questions for like 5 minutes hard, and then we'll go on. Nope. Okay. People are saying no questions, which is good to hear. Okay, then we'll go on. So this is the basic gist of it, and then why do we need it? So guys, I know a lot of you have seen this. A lot of you have seen this everywhere. Image recognition, which is there in Google Lens and many of products. Um, Traffic prediction, Google Maps, commuting, Uber, Ola, recommendation system, Netflix, and all, etc., etc. So all of these are using machine learning. Virtual personal assistant. There are chatbots everywhere, everywhere. Gemini, Chat, GPT, Chat Sonic, Write Sonic, and a lot of virtual personal assistants. Language translation, fraud detection. There are a lot of areas where we can apply stuff. So let's say um, let's take a very basic example. Let's say I have to predict how the person is feeling like after reading their texts. So if that person is sending sad text, I have to recognize the pattern of it, grab some data, and analyze that to understand how that person is feeling. So basically, this is what machine learning does. Now, to cook this recipe, to build that algorithm, we need to feed it data. We need to train it with a lot of messages and tell basically our algorithm that this is how you need to work. So one person has asked, what is the difference between algorithm and a model? I'll basically tell you what an algorithm is in a very bland, in a very simple way. Algorithm is nothing but a set of instructions. That's it. A set of instructions: do this, do that, or what do we say, it a basic program which is defined to perform a variety of tasks. That is what do we say, a algorithm. Now a model is nothing but, what do we say, a simplified representation, we can say, of this very algorithm. That's it. So we say supervised learning model, and then we say some algorithm is called it comes under a supervised ML model. So a model is like, what do we say, the outcome of this application, while an algorithm is nothing but a set of procedures uh, which are applied. So don't want to like go a bit more deep into this. Let's save this topic for our AMS sessions, which we'll definitely have over a Google Meet or maybe somewhere else for our discussions. Basically, maybe uh, the next week, the next weekend, or something. So let's save it up, and yeah, let's move ahead. So number one, how machines actually learn. So basically, what do we say? I gave you the example of a kid, and then I told that we have to give it a lot of data so that it processes it, etc., etc. And how does exactly that happen? Any idea, guys? Drop it down in the chats if you have any idea. Okay, how about we play a game? If you guys know where this is heading at the exact way. Uh, Tokens, maybe no, that's a very next level topic, that's a very advanced topic, buddy. Tokens, not yet, not yet. Let's wait for the ML study jam track 1 to be completed, then in track 2 we'll talk about tokens. That's a very far more advanced topic. So I'll tell you aram se. So let's play a game and understand it. So imagine an apple. So guys, I want all of you to imagine an apple. This is the game I play every single time whenever I take intro to machine learning. This is the very game I played in ML bootcamp as well, which somehow uh, got this thing, the Apple thing, a very what, a sort of fan base, something like that. Feature extraction. Oh my god, a lot of people are giving a lot of examples. Feature extraction, convert the data into programming and learn. Yes, 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 yes. A lot of right things, but still there is time for it. I'm talking about something really basic. How does this happen? How do machines learn? So okay guys, I wanted you all to imagine an apple. Can you please tell me what all you imagined in the chat? Okay, let me give you a better idea. Which apple did you imagine? Got you there. I got you there. So, which one did you guys imagine? Whoever imagined the Apple logo, give a what do we say, thumbs up. Whoever imagined apple fruit, give some other emoji in the chat. Okay, somebody saying he imagined a green apple. Okay, now then you're an outlier. Okay, cool guys. So basically, this is what machine learning is about. So the Apple logo is basically green color. Obviously, you cannot eat it. It is man-made. It's related to Steve Jobs. It is related to gadgets. It's a company. right? And the fruit one, it's red. Of course, you can eat it. It's natural, related to Newton, and it's related to the food category. So these are basically called as parameters. Parameters or labels. Mark this word, guys. Labels. Basically, all of these are labels of these both things. Okay, I also dropped it down in the chat. So uh, gray color is the label of Apple logo, while red color is the mm, label of Apple fruit. I dropped the same thing in the chat. um, I hope you guys have a look. So basically, this is a complete of a different category. It comes in the category of companies or gadgets, and this comes in the category of food. So all of these are called as labels. So that is how you define data, and that is how your machine learns. Let's say if you are asking your machine to predict a object, you to predict something, you need to give it a lot of parameters. You need to feed it a lot of data. So that is exactly how a machine learns. So it is a step by step process, just like you imagine an apple. So all of these are called as parameters. So in ML, they play a very important role, a very, very important role during especially the training process of an algorithm. Sorry, a training process of a model. You need to make sure you are using a lot of parameters. Just like there is um, this fact that I've put on the screen. GPT-4 uses 1.7 trillion parameters. In our case, the parameters of Apple were color, type, what is it related to, can be eatable or not. So basically 4 or 5 parameters, and we were able to guess the Apple right. Now, guys, GPT-4 uses 1.7 trillion parameters. This is about GPT-4. Um, Now, I want you to guess what more advanced algorithms than GPT-4 they use, how many parameters, and what amount of data goes into the training of them. So this is such a huge what do we say impact that we are talking about. So this is what it is. That is the very reason why parameters are very, very important. And guys, I want you to guess how many Gemini uses. How many parameters does Gemini use? Give it a rough guess. I want to put I want you guys to put down in the comment how many parameters does Gemini uses. Okay, some person said Gemini 2T. Ajay said 3 trillion. Pratik is saying 5T. Okay. Mm, how about I say all of them are wrong answers? 2.7 wrong. Okay, we don't have any idea what the exact number is, but there are different models in Gemini. There is Gemma, there is Gemini 1.5 Pro, there is Gemini Flash, there is the basic version of Gemini, Gemini 1.0. So they start from 1.5, 1.2. Okay, they start from 1.2, go all the way up to 100 trillion plus. This is from one of the sources called as CNET, to where a Google spokesperson said that he has not publicly disclosed anything, but he gave an estimated range that they start from 1.6 trillion and go up to 100 trillion plus parameters. So that is the what do we say? That is what it takes to build a large language model. It is called as a large language model, where even to leverage a very complex task, even a small language model is more than enough, and a regular machine learning model is also more than enough. So that is something of a very huge scale. So moving ahead again, remember the Apple thing, guys. Okay, yeah, remember the Apple thing. So just like I told, all of these things with their parameters get processed over an algorithm, which is basically a set of instructions, and that becomes a trained model to which we feed an input and we get an output. Clear till here? I hope all of you are very clear till here. If not, just drop a thumbs up, or else you can um, drop your question in the chat. I can repeat it. Okay, no comments. Clear. All right, cool. So let's move ahead. But wait, computers don't understand our language, they understand code. So, how many of you are, how many of you know that what are the languages that are used for uh, making machine learning algorithms or machine learning models? One language is Python. So, I just typed Python in the chat. Any other languages are okay, a very good answer. Are, and any other language except Python and R? JavaScript, yes, very good. JavaScript also, because tensor there is something called as TensorFlow JS, which gives JavaScript as well. Kotlin, I'm not sure at all, because Kotlin is for mobile. Somebody said MATLAB. Yes, perfect, guys. So MATLAB, that is what I was expecting from you guys. So we also use JavaScript. We also use a lot of different languages, but these three languages, Python, R, and MATLAB, are very dominant in making machine learning models. Also, there is something, a very new language. I forgot its name. So there are a lot of languages by which we can make machine learning algorithms. All of the other languages, like let's say Go, Rust, Elixir, all of them are used to what do we say, run these models on the back end. So it is a pretty deep thing to discuss, which we further will take it in the coming up sessions. So, but these three languages are very dominant in the industry, which are very extensively used to what do we say, make machine learning algorithms. Somebody said Flutter. Buddy, please Google stuff. Flutter is no way related to machine learning. And someone said Dark Elixir. Okay, um, I really don't know what it is. Honestly, I really don't know what Dark Elixir is, except uh, uh, Clash of Clans. So yep, let's go ahead. Yeah, all of these questions we'll start. So these are the four types of machine learning: supervised, unsupervised, semi supervised, reinforcement. So I hope you guys know the supervised one, because I think in a lot of what do we say, um, you guys have already maybe tried a couple of these. So basically supervised is where we extensively use labels, uh, and then we kind of what do we say, correspond them with the data set. So supervised is thing, but where labels are very properly given. So just like I gave the Apple example, just a minute, let me put it down in the chat as well. Mm. Yup, I've put it in the chat. A lot of people are saying yes, we give label data. That is very right. So just like I've put in the chat, it is a category of ML that uses labeled datasets to train algorithms and to predict outcomes. So basically, when you have a lot of labeled data, automatically you'll be able to figure out a pattern from that. Now, unlike this, unsupervised ML is where we have what do we say, not so great uh, algorithm. Sorry, I'm always saying algorithms, not so great labels. So this comes, let me give you an example where human supervision is like not required, basically where human supervision is um, not something that is taken into consideration because a lot of unlabeled data is present. So just like I gave you the example of an apple, if there is a data set, um, we need to check that if there are enough labels that it can be termed as supervised or not. Let's say if there is this apple data set itself, we need to check if all of the parameters, all of the labels are there, the color, the taste, and shape, size, etc. What category does it fall in? All of these are there or not. If they are absent, then it is unsupervised. So basically it is like a data set with incomplete data. In that case, we use unsupervised machine learning. So if you guys don't know, if you guys have any confusion till here, let me reiterate. We have a data, just like you saw the apple example. We take the data used to train an algorithm, so that our user, somebody who's using the algorithm, can ask it a question and it gives a output as an answer. So here, if our data, what we are using, is very well labeled, very well detailed, then we go for supervised. If not, then we go for unsupervised. Then if it is messed up, it is partially labeled, partially not, then we go for something called as semi-supervised. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, or maybe note it down, I'll leave this here for a minute. And then comes the fourth type, reinforcement learning. So here, this basically takes its own outputs as a training, what do we say, a set of data for training. So this is a self-learning type of machine learning where um, what do we say, let's say, I'll give you another small example. I'll also put it down in the chat. Just a minute, hold on, I'll also put it down in the chat. I'm just calling it RL. I'm calling it reinforcement learning. RL is like the, okay, cool, done. I've put a small one liner in the chat as well. So basically it's like trial and error. It runs, it gives some sort of output. Now let's say if that output is only 70% right, 30% wrong, it again retrains itself, trial and error, until it becomes very, what do we say, well done and very well accurate. So that is a very basic way of telling reinforcement learning. There are a lot of sub things in that which will come. So uh, till here it is the theoretical part for you for machine learning, and tomorrow we will dive in some hands-on stuff to what do we say, explore how this actually works. So before that, I have a few examples for you guys. So these are some applications which on a daily basis use machine learning. So just like you say, Snapchat and Instagram uses the facial filters for image recognition. Then Grammarly uses something called as NLP, natural language processing, where it detects errors in whatever you have written and automatically uses NLP to correct it. So guys, just give a thumbs up, or give your feedback on, did you ever imagine that you guys were using these products which are driven by machine learning and which use machine learning on a daily basis? So you guys can put your thoughts in the comments. So yep, there are a lot of social media algorithms as well. um, Also, somebody is asking, give me some examples of these four types. Yeah, okay, so let me give you examples as well. So supervised is our apple example. So basically, let's say if we are detecting an apple, we can um, take supervised. And then for unsupervised, let's say we don't have much labels, then we use something called as categorization, or classification. Then we classify it to different types. So um, there is a lot of stuff in that. I think it will take a lot of time if I start doing that. Let me give all those examples tomorrow, because tomorrow we are going hands on. Tomorrow, first I'll give you a python primer, then we'll do pandas, then we'll do supervised. After that, we'll go for unsupervised. All right. So for all the four types of machine learning, you definitely will have hands-on and very good examples. You need not worry about it. So yep. Duolingo, I'm not sure. Duolingo, I'm really not sure, because I've not researched a lot upon that application. Might be, I'm not sure. A lot of people are using AI nowadays. Instagram, Meta, yes, all the products from Meta nowadays are coming with a chatbot, not just a general chatbot, but LLM driven chatbot, which gives you really great answers. So, yep. Also, guys, if you want to make that kind of chatbots on your own, we will have a explicit session after the ML study jam called as making a chatbot with Gemini. So that will be a part of our TFUG on air series. Um, After the machine learning study jam, after the conclusion of it, we will have a hands-on session on that as well, which will be completely explicit. So stay tuned for that as well. And till then, so I hope you guys understood what we so far discussed today. It was a basic, very very basic gist of it, so that all the beginners can understand. Here now I start a question and answer session. We are like completely um open for questions. You guys can drop, and if you guys have no questions, no, you can leave. That is totally fine. Can you do a study jam related to quantum computing? Okay, okay. See, quantum computing itself is a very big topic. If we have to do a study jam on that, firstly we have to cover the basics. So this one over here is covering the basics. Later, once this is done, we can, yeah, for sure, think about it. Also, we need to have that sort of very good audience reach, who understand quantum computing. So, yep, we can plan over that. Any other questions, guys? Feel free to drop your questions in the chat. I'll be here for another 5 to 10 minutes. I think it is almost 7:15. We started at 6:15. So from tomorrow we'll have 2 hour sessions. No worries. Okay, we have questions flooding in. I'll start with this one. Okay, how does one fill their learning gaps on the topics? Okay, number one, all these gaps will be filled by these resources which we give you. Just like I told, we are using Kaggle Learn. These what do we say, tech talks, tutoring sessions are not the only thing which are part of a study jam. Please note it. You have Kaggle Learn, we'll give you access to it. Number two, will give you assessments. Number three, will give you a set of tasks. So with all of these, you can, what do we say, fill the gap. No worries, you guys need not worry about, okay, this is a very big leap that we are taking suddenly from unsupervised, we are going to deep learning, how we are going to do that. No worries, you guys don't need to worry about that. We got it covered. Maybe from tomorrow, let's, how about tomorrow after the study jam, we have a group discussion on a Google Meet. We'll slowly release the itinerary for that as well. So hang on, this till the first day, we'll definitely release a detailed itinerary for everything. Okay, coming to the next question, are we covering basic math concepts? No, I'm really sorry. We are not covering math concepts in this. We are just covering the code part of it. So there is something called as Machine Learning Math Club. So just like ML Study Jam, we have ML Math Clubs where we'll be focusing only on math, only on math. So that is something which we will come up in October or by the end of the year. So that will be very, very helpful for you if you are looking for math concepts for ML. If you're talking about basic math like statistics and all, yes. Without that, I think we cannot go forward. So, yep, basic math like statistics and all that will be covered. But if you are looking for really deep math topics which cover machine learning, then yep, you have to wait for it. And yeah, let's take another question. At the end of this course, any projects are given? There are a lot of projects that are now going on in my mind, but um, what we will do is not just give you a project. We will work on a proper repository where you push code, where you build a feature, so that, what do we say, while I accept that feature, basically you need to raise a merge request, pull, sorry, pull request or a merge request, whatever it is, um, and I will review your code before merging it. So that way you will be able to learn more. You will be able to understand how stuff goes, and also we'll be solving a few Kaggle notebooks, a public Kaggle notebooks, open Kaggle notebooks instead of a project. Basically, what happens in, if I give you a project, I explain how it works, I throw the repository on your face, and you work it out by yourself. So that does not work. So let's all take a project where different people take different features. You guys push to the repository, and that will be a very much better way of learning it. And also, the open source Kaggle notebook solving, that also will be done. Okay, the very obvious question: how can we join TensorFlow user groups? I'll let me throw a link in the description. That is of our link tree. Just simply follow us and join our groups on social media. That's it. You're in. You're a member. You need not worry about it. Just a minute. See, I have dropped the link in the chat. Let me pin that as well. Okay, another question. Let's take another question. Suppose if we create a machine learning model in Python, can we communicate it with the application using other language? Yes, definitely we can. So that we will be covering in the third week or the fourth week. So yep, let's say if you have a model, you basically need a backend to communicate with it, or something like a middleware. So yeah, we'll discuss on that. So mostly your front end is in JS if you're building it in React or something, and your model is in Python. So of course we'll write a basic Flask API or something, and definitely we'll be leveraging a machine learning model through a front end to make sure it works properly. Yes, that will be done, and maybe we'll discuss that in the third week, or we have already discussed that in the last day of machine learning bootcamp. That video is somewhere there on our YouTube channel. Please do subscribe, and yes, you can watch it there as well. Does the study jam covers in-depth knowledge about computers? In-depth as in we go only till intermediate level. We don't go in-depth because there are beginners who won't understand a lot of topics. So we cover basic and intermediate, which, like, is enough to make a very nice project. So the reason why we are not going very in depth and advanced is because there are a lot of people who have joined us who don't even know how to write their first lines of code. So we'll keep it nice and slow, beginner friendly. And if you want in-depth knowledge, we will definitely give you resources. And if you really want to hang on with us and learn, yep, we have a lot of project discussions for that as well. Okay, so another 3 4 questions and we'll close this. Okay. Just a minute. Let me take your questions one by one. How can we use machine learning in web and app development? Okay, guys. So this is a very important question. So in web and app development, if you have a backend, a well-established backend, you can run machine learning on the cloud or in the backend itself. If not, then there are a lot of ways where you can put your pre-trained machine learning models on your front end using TensorFlow Lite or Gemma, or there are a lot of APIs as well, open source APIs. There is the Gemini API, Google AI Studio. So there are a lot of ways we can do that. So we will definitely connect on this to discuss this further, because this itself is a very large topic. And yes, we will be covering this as well. What all programming language? Only Python. Only Python is required for the study jam, and also I think you need to select one programming language and be perfect at it. You need not learn 10 different things and have just the basic knowledge of all those 10 different things. Just uh, take one particular what do we say language and be perfect at it. I suggest you to choose Python for this, because of course we are doing a lot of stuff in Python here in ML Study Jam itself. After creating the account in Kaggle, where we can get the material for this course, you can go to Kaggle Learn, or else wait till tomorrow. I'll give you all of the links. Don't you worry. I think I can right away give you, but a lot of people have already left. So let's wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll give you a basic gist of everything, how to do, what to do, and with the links as well. At the end of this course, what will we be capable of? Number one, writing machine learning models on your own, like writing a few deep learning models of your own, making a full-fledged project which is based on machine learning by your own. This is what you'll be capable of, but all of this will be from beginner to intermediate level, not an advanced level, because this is, yep, meant for beginners. Which level of ML is needed to get paid? That is what even I have been asking to me since a lot of years. So, yeah, jokes aside, see, uh, I personally give a suggestion. A lot of people have different suggestions. My personal suggestion is beginner to intermediate level is more than enough. It is good, because see, you need to practice what uh, is, what do we say, on the basic level. You need to be good at DSA. Yes, you need to be good at DSA. You need to be good in system design, because let's say if you are making something from scratch, let's say you are making your own package, without system design you won't be able to figure out the architecture of it. So uh, basic to intermediate information is enough, but having a very robust knowledge of that is very important. That is what makes you uh, get paid. That's it, nothing more. So what I say is NLP can wait. Get what do we say, get very well brushed up with the basics first. Okay, I'll take just 2 to 3 questions and then we'll close. We are running out of time. Why many MNC companies are laying off Python employees if Python is in demand? I really don't know, buddy. I really don't know why they are laying off. Maybe it is because of um, uh, their financial situation, or maybe it is because they don't have a lot of projects in ML. I'm not sure, because everything is having a lot of different angles, and a lot of different companies work in different ways, so we cannot be sure. But coming to careers, Python is a very good skill that is still going to be in very good demand. You need not worry about it. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I'll take this one question, which is very, very special, which has been through uh, all the 7 days of ML bootcamp. What about attendance link? There is no attendance link. You need not worry about it. It is open for all. You guys can come. You need not mark your attendance, basically. So there is no need of it. If you want a certificate, you have to write a assessment. So once you crack it, it will be very easy. So all of these details will be shared tomorrow, and of course we'll connect again tomorrow at 6. So yep, that was the last question. um Thank you so much for bearing me, guys, for an hour. Tomorrow we'll have very much more deep um insight on what all we discussed today, and yep, of course, hands on as well. So uh today you paid me for an hour or so, tomorrow you have to pay me for a couple of hours. So that's it. My name is Moin, lead TensorFlow User Group Hyderabad. Thank you so much. I think, Sarib, you can take off, have the closing notes, and I can drop off.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us today. Hope it was a lovely session for you all. And thank you, Moin, to take out your time and join us. Well, that is from us. Have a good evening.